Narayan Murthy ji, which for a long, long time was almost an icon in this country, even today, he's not a civil servant. So there is a place for you to contribute wherever you want. Therefore, decide for yourself, is it the one attempt, the two attempt, or the three attempt, or four, which should be end of it. Otherwise, you go to an age, you reach an age of 30, 32, 33, where nothing to fall back. Let me also mention 2 points to you, which is a social change which has happened. Most of the people who are now coming into civil service, if you analyze them, they are coming more from hinterland, small towns, small cities. And these are people whose parents have a lot of aspirations. Please understand the context in which I am saying. If you find, for example, giving my own example, my son was never interested to become a bureaucrat. Maybe he has seen good life because I was already a professor in IIT. So there are people who have yet not seen a place how life can be good. Or does people around them talk of their achievements? So for them, it becomes one of the place to show that they are also very crucial and important in the decision making in this nation. If you go, for example, abroad and ask a question to a youth, 90% of them would say that they want a government job. And I said in the morning, 80% of the people here would say they want to do a government job. Please think it over. Each of you are going to be for 30, 35 years in government. So there's something which a social situation requires, that you achieve a status where people listen to you. If there was another mechanism through which people can give weightage to you or your intelligence or your hard work, you will never come to this. If you recognize in the last 10 years, the number of first-time entrepreneurs in this country are very large. Did you recognize this number? If you count every year, successful entrepreneurs are not less than thousands. In future is going to be, and if you look at even 7, 8, 9 schemes of the government of India, while require a lot of bureaucrats, require a lot of people who can do for themselves something unique which can then give a larger space in life. So entrepreneurship is a future dream. I've been also given to understand by number of civil servants after 10 years. And if they are a little more pushed up, they want to do something, they come to a point and say, look, I cannot do because seniors don't listen to me. The lawmakers doesn't listen to me. So why do I stuck? So if you notice roughly, from each batch, 5 to 7 people leave jobs, including IAS, after 15 years of service. So the point is that, is this the end? So maybe today you are struggling to get into, but maybe tomorrow this is not your cup of tea. Today it's a challenge to you to qualify this examination. I'm very happy that all of you said that it had changed your ways of life. It should, because it's a self-study, which you never did in your universities. It is a competition which is cutthroat. It's a competition in which you have to struggle for 1 mark each. Like in 10+2 exam, you all can be 99 percentile. But here, if you all are 99 percentile, I have to still put you in a merit list. So it is this number which is putting a pressure. It's nothing beyond that. So you have to be one of those thousands is the hardest on you. The other hard fact of it, that this is a very common examination. It is not a specialization in mechanical, it's not specialization in political science. She is a political science student. Maybe in interview she is asked a question purely on technology. Maybe it's not her day. Maybe somebody is not a day when somebody studies history and talks about what Maharana Pratap did or what Julius Caesar did, or maybe it's not your day. And therefore, I would agree with him when he said that partly it's also luck. It's the hard work, your knowledge based, whatever you might say of preparation, but nothing beats if your knowledge base is strong. I fail to understand that you have given prelim exam, you have given main exams, then you are still to prepare separately for interview. I cannot understand it. What have you not read? Tell me. And this disproportionate view on the subject you take. How many marks it is? And what are the other put together? Even if I forget, I tend to say, in life what works is 80-20 rule. Even if you don't do 100% of syllabus, do you think you have a chance to succeed? I say 100% chance of success. If out of 80%, 60% done 100% correct, you have a chance to succeed. It is to be within you, your confidence level, that those 60% nobody can take out of you. You can always do it, whether you are sleeping, whether you are waking up, whether you are tired, you will always be there. It's only that cap up of 20% on those 80% that it makes. I also give you last advice that don't try to prepare in the last day. Don't ever do that. Preparation in the last moment does not add value. It adds confusion. Don't look at other friends that if he knows 3 things better than you, which you don't know, that he would be successful, you will not. This is not correct. What you know presented best is your success story. What you know not presented well is your failure. Nothing beyond that. I think they can vouch for that. On that day, they have to say things correctly, rightly, in their best opinion. When you come out of exam, you know for sure, and don't befool me, that have you done right to be successful. It has never happened in my life that when I appeared in exam or an interview, that I didn't know whether I go to success or not success. I taught for 30 years in IIT, in elsewhere. After each of my lecture, each of my topic, I'll go back to my room, put my hand here, and say whether I was successful today. The answer would come clearly whether I'm right or wrong. If I listen my inner voice, I'm very clear that I will be successful. I close by saying, once I appeared for an interview for a laboratory directorship. After an hour of interview, with a very tough fight with 5 gentlemen sitting across, almost on blows, I was sure that I will be selected, and I was selected. Get that confidence in you. If you don't have that confidence in you, please live in between. Find out greener pastures, and there the life is waiting for you. Friends, I wish you all very best. And I was so happy that each of my young friends who has qualified this exam for 15 in UPSC are so articulate that if I would have written myself this exam ever, which I never did, I couldn't have done better than them. I wish them all the luck. I wish them all very best. Challenges would be there for them much more than what you are. They have to face public, they have to face press, they have to face their bosses. And it is not an easy balance to maintain. I remember of a young collector. When I was Gwalior, first director of first triple IT in this country, this young person would always be on the airport. Because one person or other keep coming to Gwalior because Prime Minister came from there. If Prime Minister was from there, CM would be there, 3 ministers would be there, and this gentleman would be there. Look at the neglect you do to the family. And I wish, please take care of your families. Don't neglect them. Many of your children will never become bureaucrats because they wouldn't like to be. They have seen you working 12 hours, 24 hours for yourself, not for them. Please take care of that. Family is equally important as your own career. After all, you do it for nation, for your family, to your children. That's the end of the life. I wish you all very best and thank you. Wish you very best.
Thank you, sir. It was a great pleasure talking to all of you. We wish you all the best. I would request everybody to please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय